Hi, and welcome to Danny After Dark. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a notification or a new episode. Tonight is the weekly True Crime and Chill. Mr. Beckham will be joining, but he will be fashionably late as always. So before we dive into that, I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I did take a little bit of time off at the holidays, but I am back and ready to go. And I'm really excited because there's a lot of really cool things happening this year. So definitely kind of tune in for that. And I do have a special announcement on one of those things. But before I get to that, let's get over the housekeeping stuff. If you do not follow me on my social media, make sure to do so. All of the information is down below: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Let's see, the merch store, Cameo, all of that fun stuff is down below. Also, if you are not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Definitely hit the subscribe so you don't miss anything upcoming. And again, there's a lot of cool things in the works. So in regards to what some of those cool things in the works might be. So I think I already talked a little bit about it, but the Instagram page for the event is officially up and I'm so excited because there's going to be so many great content creators there. So I will be in Albuquerque, New Mexico in April for the Beyond the Crime convention. So I will have a booth there and I will also be doing a live show. So if you are in the Albuquerque, New Mexico area in April, definitely check that out. And let me give you guys the Instagram handle for that page so that you can follow to see what content creators are going to be there. There's so many good ones, so many that I'm friends with, as well as like just so many great presenters that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So the handle is Beyond Crime Convention. That's going to be April 11th and 12th, again in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So check that out if you are nearby. I will also be at CrimeCon this year. CrimeCon will be the last weekend in May, and that will be in Vegas. So Beckham will be joining me for that. In regards to if I'll have a booth there or not, TBD. Either way, I am going to CrimeCon, and I am super excited to be going. And it's going to be in Vegas. So I'm looking forward to potentially, well, really not potentially, most likely getting some behind the scenes Beckham Vegas footage. Y'all, I've heard the stories. Y'all have heard some of his stories. I can't wait to have a front row seat, and I will bring y'all with me because sharing is caring, right? So that will be the last weekend in May. And most recently, the website just went live for day. I have had the secret for months, and I'm so excited to finally talk about it. So y'all know my friend Travis from the Another Nobody podcast. So he had the amazing idea that a crime convention and a mystery convention should be exclusive on the East Coast. So he took it upon himself to start the first ever just East Coast convention. And I'm all for it. So I have been with him behind the scenes on this. So has Jules from Fire Eyes Media, and it is happening. So with that being said, the Instagram handle, if you aren't already following it, is crimestory_fest. And the website is www.crimestory, so crimestory.com. So that will be here in Massachusetts, in Boston. And I will be there. I will have a booth there. Beckham is going to be coming for that. The Liz will be there. And not only that, but I'll be doing a live show there as well. So many exciting things coming. And again, the website just went live today. There are so many great people that will be coming out for that. And shout out to my boy Omar from Boston Crime Tour. So he will be doing a live show there as well. I've had him on here before. You guys know him. You guys love him. He will be doing a live show there. And I'm so excited. I'm like so excited for him. It's like I see the schedule and I'm just like, oh my God, these are like all my friends. And I want to sit in on every single one of their, presentations and what they're doing. But I also have a booth. So I'll put Beckham to work. I will put Beckham to work. But I'm so excited for this because this is my area. This is where I'm from. And again, shout out to Travis Myers from the Another Nobody podcast for having this idea and just turning it into reality. So I'm so, so excited. I'm finally excited to be able to tell you guys because I've known about this for so long. So tune in for that. And if you are here and you are local, come to the event. Come to the event. But anyway, we will be talking about that as the year goes on. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, let's see who's here and get started because, y'all, there's so much to talk about. There has been so many updates with cases. My document is like super, super long. So we need to get to it. So, hello, James Watson. Oh, yeah, that's me. Okay, I got this shirt for Christmas and I think it like really sums up me and also sums up this year to date. So it just says hang in there. It gets worse. So yeah, that's my motto for 2026. Hang in there. It's only going to get worse. So yeah, I'm like super excited about this shirt. I absolutely love it. So I was like, I am wearing it tonight. K-Dog, hello. If you drop a nearby. Okay, clearly my shirt applies to whatever's going on with you, hon. Oh, that sucks. APJ, good to see you. Hello. Kane, hello. The holidays are supposed to be stressful and hectic. No time for... Yeah, I know. I was just messaging with another podcast friend of mine, and I was saying to her, like, my whole day off yesterday was cleaning, and then having to put away all of like the Christmas stuff. I just packed up in, the holiday bins, put it away. But most importantly, my cat Selena is officially out of quarantine. So I had to totally deep dive disinfect the room that she has been in for like 3.5 weeks, just because, again, she had an upper respiratory. We don't want any of those lingering germs to be passed to the other cats. So I did a deep dive, deep clean of that room. Took me forever. But we've been there, done that. And I say we's and like, yeah, Selena just was like, didn't help me with it, obviously. I opened that door and she was like, I am out of this room. I am finally out of this room. So that was my project yesterday. I think I finally like got to sit and relax at like 8 or 8:30 at night. This is like my entire day, cleaning, putting like Christmas stuff. But yeah, I'm like, I need another day off because I didn't even get to do anything fun. Hello, Age of Nefarious. Welcome. I love your avatar photo. That is wicked cool. James Watson. Out of all the things in Vegas to get video footage of for Beckham to show, I'm so excited. Hey, Richard. What happens to Beckham's taste with Beckham? Except when he goes to Vegas with Danny. Yeah, no. If I have to suffer and get all the good stories, y'all are doing it right there with me. So yeah, no. We're in this together. We are in this together. When's it happening? I know I'm behind in the chat. The Vegas one will be the last weekend in May. Hey, Chris James, hello. Ella Chica, hello. Did you cover Adam the Woo yet? No, I have not talked about Adam. Kane, are you serious? Oh my God, that is horrible. That is so horrible. I feel so bad. And I guess my question for you, Kane, is did your cat intentionally do that or not? Because one of my cats, Leia, like is she even in here? Usually she's sitting up there. No, she's not in here right now. She's the one that knocks over my pictures and like, throws them off kilter when you guys are watching. That cat. Yeah, she would totally purposely run in front of me to do that. But none of my other ones wouldn't. No. So that's why I ask if your cat's like that type to personally make you do that. Just to show who's boss, No tree. No tree. I have not had a tree up. Let's see. Loki and Selena are going to be, so probably 7 years haven't had a tree. I think I've told this story before. So Loki is the black, very fluffy, furry cat, and not the brightest bulb. Love him, but not the brightest bulb cat. He decided one year to jump like headfirst into the tree, and he was covered in sap. Like his fur was covered in sap. So I'm like, nope, never doing this again. Nope, not going to happen. And then the fake tree did that, but they liked to nibble on the fake pine. And I'm like, no, we can't have any swallowing of any fake pine needles. We're not having that. So no tree, just tons of decorations. That's what we do. Speaking of decorations that y'all are going to be accustomed to when I get you behind the scenes footage in Vegas. Beckham, how are you doing?
Hey, Danny, sorry about that. I was having had to reboot like twice.
No worries. I was just updating everybody on all the upcoming conventions and fun that's coming up this year.
What did you say?
Well, the website is live now. Oh my God, I don't even think I told you because I was messaging with Travis earlier. The website is up. The Crime Story Fest website is officially live. So, yeah.
Wow.
It's announced. It is out there.
What is everybody saying?
Well, I'm still working my way through the chat. I think everybody was more focused on when I said that in Vegas, you'll be there and maybe I can get some behind the scenes Vegas Beckham footage and share it with the class.
No. Dude,
all right,
Danny,
we got
stays in Vegas or whatever that saying goes.
Yeah, no, not when you go with me. It doesn't. Selena, come on. Maybe I can show you guys Selena now that she's out of quarantine. And I knew Leia would be back in. All right. Let's see. Where was I with everything? Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Because, yeah, you changed your photo and threw me off, Tish. Hey, Charlie16. Yes, where has Capone been? Somebody put out an SOS.
I haven't seen Capone in like 6 weeks.
Yes.
Is he all right? Is he okay? For real?
People are wondering what's going on. I'll make sure everything is fine since he's not in the chat. It's a busy time of year, folks. Calm down. But we want to make sure Capone's okay. Kane, yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, if you guys hear growling, it's like now that Selena's out of quarantine, they're like all pissing her off, which she's back there. So I was elected as a judge. I get sworn in next week. Charlie16, are you serious? Dude, that's crazy in like the best way possible. Okay.
Ooh, I haven't even heard that.
It's like mutiny right now with the cats.
Like a magistrate judge?
No, just they knocked over one of the frames. I'll pick it up after. All good. All right. So, let me think. I think that's all the announcements I have for now. So let's cats plan and calculate. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Charlie16. Oh my, I am like so beyond like excited and proud of you. Y'all, like this is so, oh my gosh. Like I want to like just ditch the plans for the show and just like celebrate you. That is so amazing. So
okay,
amazing.
Let's do that. Good night.
Beckham's like, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, right. So, let's go ahead and dive in. Oh, so exciting. Morgan Geyser. So the update that we have right now, as we talked about how she escaped and then was captured. So since she has been captured after escaping the group home, she has now been ordered by a judge, and the order is to go back to a state psychiatric hospital. So the Waukesha County Circuit Judge K. Scott Wagner approved a request from the State Department of Health Services to revoke her release privileges. Her attorney, Anthony Cotton, wrote a letter to the judge stating that his client should be in a mental health facility and not a jail. And ultimately, the judge did feel the same way. So, again, she will no longer be out in the public and it will no longer be in a group home, but will be back in a psychiatric hospital, which I think she's so mentally ill. And I'm not saying that in any disrespectful way. It's just, anybody that's followed this case is really aware of that. And she needs to get the help that a jail would not be able to provide. So I think she's really going to the best place for that. So that's the only update really on that. Any comments, Beckham, about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Charlie can kind of give us a little bit more insight on that. I mean, it's for the best. It's for the best for everybody involved. Keep the public safe, right?
Yeah, I completely agree. So, yeah, you okay, Beckham, we all see what you're doing. You are sucking up to Charlie 1-6 right now because one of these days your ass is going to be in a courtroom and you're just hoping he's your judge.
That would be funny.
Oh, it would be so hilarious because I would definitely be covering it on the show. So, oh my gosh. I'm like still Charlie 1-6. I am like so beyond proud of you. Like truly, like I am so proud of you. Oh, amazing. He's not going to have time for us little people anymore. He's going to be like doing all the things. Look, Charlie 1-6, I got you, brother. Oh,
set my bell for $1.
God, hey, Tony Stewart, good to see you, hon. Oh man. So let's get to a case a little more Beckham style, if you will. Puff Daddy.
This is depressing.
Beckham, I think you were actually the one that sent me the link about this, about his mansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has been listed for sale for over a year. However, it has now been pulled off the market. What he was asking for was just a cool $61.5 million. It was a 10-bedroom, 13-bathroom property. As a reminder for folks, this is the same mansion where Homeland Security raided it when they went to find evidence in the sex trafficking investigation against Diddy. Investigators found, for those who have been living under a rock and don't know what happened with Diddy, they found multiple weapons, including an AR-15 rifle parts, as well as numerous parts of women's high heels, sex toys. And Becca, most importantly, what they find? A lot of baby oil.
Yeah, man, I got some in my shower right now.
Shut the fuck up.
You want to go take a picture?
No.
Oh.
I can't believe you just said that on camera. So I'm so grossed out.
You have to like put it, like, get to use it for your.
I no. I don't want to know. People. Either right now we're going to lose every viewer we have, or we're going to go like skyrocketing. It's one of the other, and I don't know which is worse.
It's just a clean bottle of oil.
Okay.
It's moisturizer.
Okay. All right. Keep it up, and you're going to get kicked off camera. Look at Tony Stewart. It's a new year. We can say what we want.
Exactly, Tony. Thank you.
Tony Stewart, yes, you missed it. Selena's out of quarantine. And yeah, I spent all day like disinfecting that room yesterday. So yeah. Didn't Diddy own a dildo shop in Tribeca? That I do not know offhand, Charlie 1-6.
The only thing about this story is that what I was hoping for, the conviction, was that, the government was going to seize all assets based on sentencing, right? That kind of thing. It's unfortunate that the judge went lower than the preferred sentencing that was suggested based on the crimes that he was convicted of. Well, I mean, again, remember he was found not guilty on the more major ones, because that would have really put it up there to where the judge would have been able to go ahead and sentence him appropriately, right? But based on a couple of those major crimes that were found not guilty, the judge only had so much room to play with in the sentencing part, which indeed, and we talked about this on many shows ago, that it would affect his what he owned and everything. So his assets and things like that, right? Houses, money, bank accounts, cars, all that stuff. So, and this just proves the point that he basically, he's only going to get so many months, and he's going to get back to what he owned, right? I mean, at least this thing here, he's just trying to sell it, most likely because it's just to get rid of it based on all the past and everything like that going forward. So,
well, so hold that thought, because again, he was trying to get 61.5 million, was not able to. The home was delisted on December 24th, so Christmas Eve. One thing that I found worthy of a note, and I meant to put the source for this, and I clearly didn't do that when I did my notes. So I did not come up with this myself. This was somebody else that did. So he could rent out that mansion very, very easily as an Airbnb. So other high-end homes have been able to ask for as much as $20,000 a night.
Of course.
So on the one hand, that's actually probably a better deal, because everybody's going to as much as people would be disgusted, who would want to stay there? There would be people that would want to stay there and would be willing to pay that amount. That could be one of them.
Who would be one of them?
You.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's saying that you're in the bathtub right now because you're off camera.
Maybe. Let the imaginations run wild.
Oh my God, I'm so grossed out. Yeah, okay, so Tony Stewart, that comment in the chat. So I did not think that book review would go almost 3 hours, but it did.
Danny, you need to start giving some people some heads up, some public notifications.
So, okay.
He has a point. He has a point. He could have got food. He could have ate rather than be like, oh my God, I don't want to leave this great show right now and lose all the information. I'm going to hold out on dinner, and it's like midnight.
Shelly, well, one, good evening, and two,
Shelly knows it's there.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. No. Tony Stewart, I was actually starving. You could have went and got
food. I told you, yes. You really need to start giving people heads up on these 3-hour shows. Okay, this tonight is not going to be a 3-hour show.
No, it will not be. It cannot be. I got stuff tomorrow. But yeah. I had a lot of notes. Which, okay, book club, January, I posted the poll, so please do your vote. And I will make sure not to do 3 hours worth of, I will try my best, I should say, to not do 3 hours worth of notes. But yes, make sure you vote. No
kidding. I would be a wrinkled prune.
Come on. No, so I showed it earlier to Tony Stewart. It says, hang in there. It gets worse. That is my motto for 2026. Hang in there. It gets worse.
What's going to get worse?
The year. And we're only on January 2nd. So, all right, let's go to the next case. This one is just another brief update. So Sean Steins, and if you're wondering where you heard that name, Sean Mickey Steins, he was now former Letcher County Sheriff, is asking for a new judge in his murder case. Remember, he was the...
this is the guy that showed up and shot the other guy.
Yeah, he's the sheriff that shot District Judge Kevin Mullins in a video. And it was, on camera. So He is now claiming that the judge in his case cannot be impartial because he's claiming that that judge appeared alongside the victim in a video that happened just several days before the shooting. So Mickey and his defense plan to use also an insanity defense and argue extreme emotional disturbance when they do go to trial, which I think a lot of us were expecting in this type of case. I mean, it's going to be a tough one either way. I mean, it's a small town.
I've heard multiple things on the reason why he did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard some stuff too. But what are you thinking is like the most probable reason, I should say?
I think it was family related. I'll keep it at that.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna say family related. Because we're gonna have to let this kind of go, take its course through the trial and everything. Because I don't want to speculate because it's really bad. It's kind of bad. So
yeah, no, I think agreed that is very fair. So yeah, we'll see if there will be a new judge in his case. If there is, in regards to when his trial is set to start, this may delay things even more. But at the same time, this is one where they want to do it by the books because at the end of the day, I say if found guilty, I mean, most, there's going to be, again, they're saying insanity defense. The defense is not saying he didn't do it.
No.
So it's going to be, why did that do it? And then, why did he do it? And then it's going to be kind of up to the jury.
What caused him to go there?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, regardless of the sentence, regardless of the verdict, he, as in everybody who's found guilty, has the right to appeal. So anytime there is that on the table, the courts are going to want to make sure this is done by the book, to avoid any type of appeal that he could be found. It's very tricky. And then when it involves something like this, they're going to really want to be by the books, but we will keep.
We have to wait to find out what the motive. What was the motive? What was the true motive?
Yeah, I agree. Because there's been a lot of speculation, like you said.
Oh yeah, there's been a couple of different stories that going around, so I don't want to say one or
Yeah. All right.
But if I'm working from home on a particular day and it's on, I would probably take a listen on this one.
All right, Beckham. That's what I like to hear. Put you to work. Oh my God, Shelly. She's saying the true motive. Oh my gosh. What is the true motive behind you being behind a blank screen? There, babe, get out of the bathtub and onto the camera. Shelly, I'm a little bit unhappy with you right now for putting that image in.
I do have a gaming laptop I needed to put to use that I hadn't used in a while.
All right. All right. Charlie16 is saying the initial trial judge, whoever it is, may be in a tough spot. Whatever the verdict is, it will be appealed. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it is a small town. So,
dude, he probably I'm just saying he showed up. The judge was doing something and he barely had enough time to figure out what was happening. And then he's dead like 2 seconds later. That video was wild if you've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So, and if anybody hasn't seen the video, it is all, you could easily find it on YouTube or, online if you just look that up. So, Charlie16 saying, I'm sure they will ask for a change of venue. That would make sense. Yeah. Because how many, colleagues, they're so well known, I'm guessing, for what
they don't do that in Massachusetts.
Area. Let's fly in Yuri Buchanan to handle this, God. I got a story about him. Talk to you about that after off camera. But yeah. All right, let's get to the next case. So we have not talked about this, but it came up in my kind of what's been going on this week. And I was like, oh, let's talk about it. Hey, Renee, good to see you. That is a lovely photo. I love your new avatar photo. That is so cute.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine.
Beckham, no, I wouldn't do that. So this case is Tatiana Remley. So she is 45 years old and has just died by suicide. But the reasons leading up, y'all, this is wild. So a little bit of background because we have not talked about her. So in 2023, she tried to hire a hitman to kill her millionaire husband, Mark Remley. So Tatiana and Mark had been going through a divorce at the time. Tatiana was claiming that she was experiencing, quote, extreme financial strain, end quote, and y'all, get this, and was unable to keep her spending to $12,000 a month instead of the $50,000 a month she'd been accustomed to. Beckham, thoughts on that statement alone?
Okay, so, oh my God. I'm not sure why. Was there a life insurance policy?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't make any sense to me, but.
Well, I mean, she's used to $50,000 a month, and now she's only getting $12,000. So she's experiencing, quote, extreme financial strain.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of. That's a lot of Beckham field trips in Vegas for that amount of money. I'll tell you that. All right.
Louis Vuittons.
Ugh.
Dude, she could actually get like 3 Louis Vuittons every week.
Okay, the dice. You got to knock it off with the dice.
Did you hear me?
Oh yeah, they're quite loud.
No, the purses.
Oh no, I heard you. I heard you.
Do you own one?
No, not my thing. Not my thing. I mean, if you want to buy me like a Louis Vuitton, I'm not going to say no. But
Calm down, dude.
I'm not going to. Yeah, no, please. So Tatiana ended up being charged when she ended up pleading guilty to solicitation to commit murder. So she didn't even try to deny it. So she was sentenced to 3 years and 8 months in state prison. So that is all she was sentenced to. But instead, she decided to commit suicide from a gunshot wound to the head. And y'all, what's crazy about this was witnesses said that they saw a woman fire a shot in the air before shooting herself outside of the establishment, the Princess Pub. So she is now deceased. Tatiana Remley, again, died by suicide after trying to hire a hitman to kill her millionaire husband. So I'm just giving you guys the basics about this case because we haven't talked about it before. But if this is one where you're like, what? There is more to this. Go down that rabbit hole. I assure you it's quite interesting.
What's the rabbit hole?
That's kind of the gist. Well, I mean, in regards to like them as a couple. So they were going through a divorce. So the divorce was not finalized yet. Obviously, like you said, in regards to any money that they would have had where they're still legally married, she would be entitled to it, and then life insurance on top of it. So it was just but then also only getting 3 years and 8 months for trying to solicit. I mean, I thought that was a really generous sentence, to be perfectly honest, considering. But
people watch movies too much, man. Like all these, you see these all the time, where they somehow try to solicit somebody to do it, and it's usually an undercover person. And it's like, oh my God. Like, yeah. It's that other stuff is the movies, man. Like you just can't go to your local 7-Eleven corner store and get a hitman. It ain't gonna work. There's many channels to go through if you really want to get one. And it's not just like, hey, let me put an ad in the paper. You know, it's so crazy. They always, how many? I mean, seriously, how many like of these do you always see in the news or the news or whatever website, news or whatever, like hired hitman, undercover cop, or it's like there's channels to those types of things.
But in addition to that, Beckham, like people, it's not like the person just goes to that one person. They talk about it. They say it to their friends. They say it to their coworker. Like, oh, I just need to get rid of my wife or get rid of my husband.
It's like
they're so open about it.
Yeah, and then they think like they're somebody. They 98% of 98 a high percentage of people couldn't even gut a deer.
But
and you think you're gonna go hire your friend of a friend to do something, or convince somebody else to like a lover to do it for you? No, dude. Not everybody can carry something out like that. You're not built that way.
Yeah. We see that too. Get the new flame to take out the current.
Yeah, it's right. It's so right. Like I said, most people cannot even are not even able to gut a deer.
Yeah.
Clean a deer out. You know what I mean?
But it's just, at the end of the day, like how do I say it? Like, it's funny how people think like you said, this happens so frequently and people get caught. So for somebody to think they all got caught trying to get a hitman, I'm going to be the one that's successful.
Charlie 1-6. Oh, the sheets have the best hitman or something on the sheets.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Shelly says that you should buy me a Louis Vuitton purse.
Yeah, y'all both need to chill the hell out.
Oh God. That's Shelly saying that's why you have to remember that anybody you say something to, you're telling, because you might be telling the cops, but you're telling someone who's going to tell someone who could tell the cop. Yeah. Yeah. So even if you're not with an undercover cop at the moment, the person you're telling, because again, people run their mouth and, I'm looking to take this person out. Do you know someone? Do you know someone? Thank goodness there are some decent people with a conscience that'll be like, no, this ain't right. And they'll go to the police and then
that's happened. That's happened.
But again, it's the like, oh, everybody else got caught, but I can pull this off.
Yeah, there's always that too.
Charlie saying conspiracy to murder for hire will carry the same penalty conviction as the primary offender. Good to know. Yep. Good to know. Renee, want a job done, do it yourself.
There you go, Renee.
That's my motto. If you want something done right, just do it yourself. Renee, but I can't tell if you're talking from experience or not. You've lived quite a life. Please don't answer that in the chat. Depending on what your answer is.
She was one of the first women Marines ever.
I would never cross Renee. I would never. I would throw Beckham. I would throw Paulcast. I'd even throw the Liz under the bus as fast as I could to like not be on Renee's bad side. I'm just saying. No, Renee's a boss chick. Totally. These situations always end with an undercover hitman involved. Or they don't, but yeah.
I think he means the other way around.
I know. Karen Diamonds, welcome. Hi, Danny. Hope you and the cats are well. Wishing you a happy new year. Thank you.
Hello. Happy new year.
Leia is up. She's now at the top of that tower, just sitting, judging me. Selena, she was running around in here, but hopefully she'll make an appearance now that she's out of quarantine.
Renee would just go right for the throat with a needle.
So that is the case of, Tatiana Remley. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely look that up. Another case that we have not talked about, but I have been following this. I'm not sure. Oh, look at you on camera now. I've been following this and it's been interesting me for some time. And I was kind of debating whether we should talk about it because it does involve a child, but it's at a point right now where I'm like, all right, we have to talk about it. So again, it involves a child. So if that is too much and anybody wants to dip out, come back in maybe like 5 minutes or so. And then we'll move on to the next one. But the case I'm referring to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Melody Buzzard. So this case, it's been like
everybody's wondering why.
You know what it kind of has tones of to me is Lori Vallow. little bit of Lori Vallow in this, in regards to like the kids, JJ and Tylee on her end. But to bring it to what we're talking about, so Melody Buzzard. So her mother, Ashley Buzzard, has now finally been arrested and charged with first-degree murder in her daughter Melody's killing.
She was 12?
9.
Oh, 9.
9-year-old California child Melody Buzzard. She disappeared during a road trip with her mother. And when she disappeared, I mean, there was information everywhere, locally, state, federal, going across 8 states, but it was everywhere. It was all over.
I'm remembering.
There was a search for over 2 months for Melody Buzzard, 9-year-old Melody Buzzard. So her remains, this is so sad, were accidentally discovered when a couple who mistakenly kind of found a pull-off area on the side of a state highway. There was like some dirt that was amiss, and they had seen the child. So again, just accidentally discovered. So at the time when she was found, she was unidentifiable, but she was identified as being 9-year-old Melody Buzzard. And what investigators learned, she had died from gunshot wounds to the head, which is, it's so horrible, so horrible. So Melody had been reporting missing, but not by her family. It was a concerned school administrator that asked the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office to do a welfare check on Melody due to her, quote, prolonged absence, end quote. And what that means is Ashley had enrolled her daughter Melody in a study program through the school in August, and that would allow her to attend the school remotely. However, in October, the school administrator, they hadn't heard anything from Melody, so they wanted to do a welfare check. October 14th, just so we have like a bit of a time frame. Again, August enrolled in this program, so she'd be at home, but still doing this virtually. Then silence, October 14th. Officers arrived at the Buzzard family home. Ashley was home, and in regards to her explanation of where is your 9-year-old child, Melody, she had, quote, no verifiable explanation for Melody's whereabouts, end quote. The next day, investigators executed a search warrant on the Buzzard home. Melody was nowhere to be found. Police did discover through that search, though, several really important things, including that Ashley had recently rented a car at a local rental car agency. Surveillance camera had captured, and there's a lot of these images online. Beckham, have you seen some of the images that were released?
I was gonna say I saw the video of them walking into a store together.
Yep.
And it's like you want to just like you teleport and be like, look, come with me now, and just save her, because it's odd. It's crazy to me. I've tried to figure out why.
It's sad.
I mean, I know she hasn't said anything yet, but
Yeah, because we know what the end result's going to be.
Right,
so
right.
We're watching this video of this child and we're like, no. But so the surveillance images and videos, which again, they're all over online. You can find them very easily. They captured Ashley and Melody, and they were disguised in wigs, very clear wigs. And as they drove, Ashley swapped the car license plate and put on a new wig. And when she backed into gas stations, she did it in a very clear attempt to avoid surveillance cameras. So on October 9th, Melody was last seen on video with Ashley near Colorado and the Utah state line. Detectives believe that was when Melody was killed shortly after the sighting. On October 30th, FBI agents and the sheriff's deputies executed another search warrant of the Buzzard's home, as well as a storage unit that Ashley had rented, and of course the rental vehicle. So what they found was a spent bullet casing inside the home and a similar round of live ammunition that was found in the car. The cartridge cases found at the scene were linked to a single cartridge case that was found at the Buzzard's home. So these are all connecting, right? Investigators have said that Ashley had, quote, deliberate efforts, end quote, to hide the truth, including the clumsy disguises. I mean, they're very clear in these videos that it's, a wig and just very unnatural. Swapping the license plates, suspicious driving, again, backing in even while getting gas to avoid the cameras as much as possible. So investigators were able to put together the DNA, the ballistics, and multi-state leads that showed a winding multi-state road trip. So Ashley Buzzard was arrested and charged, again, with first-degree murder in her daughter's killing, with a criminal complaint that was said carried out with exceptional cruelty and viciousness. She's being held without bail. Police have said Ashley has remained uncooperative after her arrest, adding, quote, there was no change in her attitude, in her demeanor, end quote. Prosecutors have said, and this has been like a point of contention with the family. So prosecutors have said they're not going to seek the death penalty if she's convicted, but instead they're going to ask for life without the possibility of parole. Melody's paternal family was in court when Ashley pled not guilty, and her uncle, Marvin Meza, told news media he doesn't understand why the prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty in the death of 9-year-old Melody Buzzard.
We don't know all the details yet.
You are right. You are right. But I think
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say, I think that her paternal family, who knows more than we as the public do, and the fact that the uncle has been very vocal saying, like, we don't understand why they're not seeking the death penalty in the death of our loved one, our child, allegedly at the hands of her mother. I think that says a lot that he has made that statement. But go ahead.
Just from what I think, I don't know. We need to find out what was the purpose of them it looks like they were on a run for some reason. What was the mother involved in? Why was she hiding her? Where were they going?
Or is mental illness at play?
Okay, well, that could be that could just be it. But I don't know. It just seems like they were running away from something. We just gonna kind of let it play out too, because we don't really know everything too. Was she I don't know, did she kill her? Did somebody else kill her? 2 gunshots to the back of the head or to the head is pretty bad, but we've seen the craziest cases already anyway. Nothing shocking anymore, but just saying, I think we need more time to kind of really get get a sense of why and how.
Mm-hmm. I will say this has been one of those investigations, for those who have been following it, where law enforcement's been pretty quiet. It's been, we're searching for Melody. It kind of, to me, so obviously it reminded me of Lori Vallow in a way, that case with her kids, JJ and Tylee, but it also, from the law enforcement end, kind of reminded me a bit of Idaho. With the Koberger case, where what I mean by that is law enforcement kind of kept what they had at the vest and didn't really put a lot out there until it was like, all right, we have enough, spring into action, let's go.
And just based on what the family said, it almost basically seems to say, hey, to the mom, this was on you caused this. Not necessarily you did this, you caused it. What was she involved in? Again, that's kind of what I'm getting just for right now. Okay. What was the mother involved? What was she into? What was she doing? All that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think we just need more time, like you said, and we just kind of see what comes out of it for now.
Right, and you are right in the sense that we've only, as the public, been told a little bit. We certainly don't know everything in this case, so a lot more will come out at trial, and I think, I hate to, but like the public has a general, people are into true crime, like a general, I hate to say the word, fascination or interest in cases for whatever the reason is behind that. But I think when it comes to something like this, when it involves the death of a child, people want answers and they want justice. Is best that justice can be served in something like this. So I think the public's going to really want answers, especially when it's allegedly by the hands of a child's own mother.
Well, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see where you guys are and what you guys are saying. In the chat about this. Tony Stewart, what the hell is wrong with her stupid mom? Yeah, putting it right out there. All right, people are still talking about you with like your bath. Hey Zarden, good to see you, hun. Let me give you a wrench in a moment. Let's see. Just wanted to say that you're brilliant at true crime. I rarely catch your lives because of the time difference. By listening, Zarden,
Hey,
that is so sweet. Thank you.
Sometimes you can catch her 3-hour shows.
Beckham, stop it. You are just Zarden.
Dude, me and Watts James are on the same page with these 3 hours, and then you're gonna let what's his name know so he can go get food.
All right, Zarden. You did you say Zarden? Darzan. I don't know what. Don't mind Darzan. My apologies. I know who you are. I just gave you a wrench on, so you're all set. But thank you. That's a very big compliment. I very much appreciate that. All right, let's see. Because I saw some of the statements you guys were making. Disturbed people. We're going to jump over that one, Tony Stewart. No incentive to cooperate. That is very true. A death penalty conviction causes an immediate appeal, and this could take 2 or more years. They may just want to get the conviction and be done with it. Okay, that is definitely one way to look at it. Thank you for that insight. Death penalty cases take a long time and have different rules of evidence in some states. Very true. K-Dog, Chad Daybell has put the newsletter on hold until what?
That's funny.
I just bought Beckham a premium membership for Christmas.
I'm forgetting that he keeps track with that dude.
Beckham, can you read what's on the screen?
Where? Chad Daybell.
And there it is. As you start coughing. She may plead to manslaughter 1 or criminally negligent homicide.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think she's the one that held the gun and shot. I could be wrong, but there might have been a reason why what was going on. To me, they both seemed they were on the run about something, or she was taking her with her on the run about something, and something caught up to her. Or something.
Some of the sites I was when I was kind of doing the research on this was. Quite a few were comparing her to Casey Anthony. And I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
I'm
like, the child, Casey Anthony, the not caring,
go across state lines. Months. Did Casey Anthony go across state lines and put a wig on her and everything?
She did not.
I don't know.
She was too busy walking Disney with the cops saying, "Yep, my office is this way, this way, this way."
It's too long ago, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
If she's found guilty, she needs to do hard time. I agree with you. Thank you. I can't believe I butchered your name. Thank you.
What did you call him? Darzan?
Yeah, I was pronouncing it totally wrong, and I know better. Very true, Tony Stewart. The child may have become a liability to them being on the run. And like as Beckham's saying, if that was the case, what was she on the run from?
Right. That's what we have to find out. But she just could have. You're right. She could have just Casey Anthony'd her. Well, we can't say that. She was found not guilty.
Zarden, I can't remember. For some reason I'm thinking, are you Australia or UK? I can't remember.
New Zealand.
Did I say Australia or UK? And I might be wrong on both, but for some reason that's in my head that you're from there. But you don't have to say. You don't have to say. Karen Diamond says, "Greetings, Mr. Beckham. Wishing you and Shelly a very happy New Year." Beckham, you're gonna say thank you? That's sweet.
Hello. I did. I already said hello, and I said hello.
specifically wishing you and Shelly.
Thank
I
you.
think
Thank you.
that's
Sorry.
sweeter than you deserve. Karen Diamond, he is not worthy of your kindness. Hey, Zach, good to see you.
I was in the middle of something.
I bet you were. You already told us about the baby oil. I kind of wonder if that is the case, still kind of tender. Renee, my criminal mother drugged me around like a stray cat. Not a lot of concern. These women look at kids like they are a possession, not a person. That is, yeah, absolutely. What is that? Are you like deck of cards or something right now?
Oh, that's my keyboard.
Christ's sakes, knock it off.
That's my keyboard. It's not
Norway. Okay.
Norway.
Okay. Oh God. Zach, yeah. Feels like it, right? So yeah, any updates that come in regards to this case, we will definitely keep y'all posted. But again, when the arrest finally happened of Ashley Buzzard, I was like, all right, we got to talk about this. So actually, last case of the night. Like I said, this will not be a 3-hour show. Keefy D. So I saw this and I was like, all right, we have to talk about it because we've talked about this, or Beckham has talked about this quite a bit in regards to anything we've talked about Diddy in regards to the murder of Tupac. So Beckham, did you hear this kind of little bit of news that came out with Keefy D?
He's there. Hold on. Let me.
Translation, he did not read the Google
Oh,
document.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but everything's unlawful now. Everything's like, oh, you guys didn't grab it right. You guys didn't have the right information, the right evidence to move forward with this, with everything, with the arrest warrant, this and that. And it's just they're filing motions. I don't know, to probably just to kind of like keep prolonging it.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
100%.
yeah, it's right. And do you remember when it kind of hit the news for like a couple of years ago? It hit the news like they might have had evidence and boom, boom. And then all of a sudden there's an arrest made. And then he's before that, he's on podcast talking about, oh, I was in Vegas at this time and this happened and this person did this. He was literally talking about everything. And then he gets popped. Right. And then he can't talk about it anymore. Right. But anyway, so this is just it's just frustrating.
Yeah. So for those who are like wondering what the heck me and Beckham are talking about. So it came out, I believe 4 days ago at this point? So Keefy D is seeking to conceal key evidence in the case of the murder of Tupac Shakur. So Keefy D's attorney claims that the materials that are being used in the case against him were obtained during a, quote, unlawful nighttime search, end quote. So Beckham's already fed up. So Keefy D, just a reminder for everybody, was arrested during a September 2023 raid in Henderson, Las Vegas. Authorities seized a desktop computer, hard drive, and copies of Keefy's 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend.
Exactly. He was doing all kinds of stuff, including going on podcasts and talking about it too.
Mm-hmm. So Keefy's attorneys have also filed a motion to maintain that the judge's perspective allegedly hinges on, quote, misleading portrait of their client. So what that means is they're stating that Keefy D's being depicted as a menacing drug dealer and basically was utilized for the search warrant to be allotted at night again. So here's this image of him. That's why they got the search warrant they did. But according to his lawyers, Keefy left the drug trafficking world in 2008 and began working as an oil refinery inspector. He's an older man now, family, grandkids, etc. So that's
he's in his 60s. I want to say
he's in his 60s.
Yeah, of course. He's old.
So Keefy has pled not guilty to charges of the first-degree murder, and as of right now, his trial is scheduled to begin in August.
Is he's a blood, right?
I don't know offhand, so I do not want him to say.
He might have been a Southside Crip. Hold on, I gotta figure out. I forgot what he was.
All right. Well, Beckham's looking that up. I know. Oh, did I just call you Zardan again? I did. Darzan. I know. I know you from Kiss's chat. I did see she was live today. I was not able to pop in, but I do plan to watch on replay. But of course, I know that you're from there, even though I can't pronounce your name.
Okay. So this is what I have. So Dwayne Keith Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a shot caller for the Southside Crips. He was there. You can at least place him there. I'm gonna let the whole trial go and all that, but he told the cops he was offered $1 million to kill the death, Tupac and Suge Knight. And then, of course, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. That now former retired LAPD detective Greg Gading, he revealed that LAPD has been sitting on extensive tapes and documents containing confessions from key players, from the assassination or whatever, right? The murder of Tupac. Mm-hmm. And also, let's see, hold on. So this guy's gone on podcasts. You can just Google his name and you'll hear him talk about it. They have that thing, remember? That what was it called? That they had him sign something. Remember that protected him?
Oh my God! We just talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that last week or 2 weeks ago, right? And if Charlie 16 is in the chat, he probably knows what it is.
Was it a proffer?
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
A prop, yeah.
Who did you remember what it was?
I went to look up my notes from our show,
but
then it clicked before I was able to open it. So Charlie's saying immunity agreement.
Basically, but it has a term, and it's tricky too. I went to go look up the definition of it. It's like really tricky how it works. It's not a simple explanation of how it works because there's different coordinates that go along with it. Mm-hmm. So they had LA detectives. They have a proffer agreement. Okay, so hold on. So they had built a major drug case against Davis. Okay, which he would have to have told the truth about that case. And they got in this agreement. Let's see, but the protection doesn't hold in Vegas because of agreement. But the prosecutors that are going to, once the trial starts, okay, prosecutors could argue that this protection, like Charlie 16 said, that the protection does not hold in Vegas because of the agreement was made in another jurisdiction. That's where it can get kind of muddy. That's out of my realm there, but it makes sense. So it makes sense. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, because I think that proffer agreement still holds.
Interesting. Charlie has said a few things a couple minutes ago. I didn't want that to go overlooked. Motion to suppress will go on forever. Yeah, like Beckham was saying, just dragging this out. All defendants will argue the merits and structure of the warrant. Okay. So then he might have to talk. So it actually worked out in the best interest of both jurisdictions. It helped him in LAPD to get convictions in another drug case because he basically narked on somebody, and they got convictions on a major drug case or drug cases. Yeah. So then if it works out that you kind of force it in Nevada, then it's going to work out. And and you can thank that guy that kind of tricked him, the detective. What's his name? I always forget his name. The one they talked about in the documentary?
Yeah. His name is Craig Kading.
Yes, thank you.
So that guy took a chance. Of course, he wanted to get the drug conviction there in LA or, LA County. And he basically tricked him. Like, hey, we're going to protect you in Vegas. We got you there. You kind of, you know how it goes. The investigation kind of probably tripped him up. We'll protect you with this order. And I'm telling you, dude, that lingo is tricky. You go research it, and it's not a definite definition. It's really tricky. And if you don't have somebody there to basically translate it for you when you're being drilled and this and that, and you're going to go away for a long time, it can get. I'm telling you, man, you don't know what you're signing.
Yep. Well,
and I've read through the definition, and I did not have a clear definition of it. I was like, oh my god, this thing is crazy. I'm not a lawyer. I do have a law degree, but not in the sense of I'm not a lawyer. So of course, it's like for me, it's like foreign.
If no offense, hon, if you were a lawyer, you'd be the last one I would call.
Yeah,
you'd be too busy partying in Vegas all the time.
I'm not argumentative. I'm not very good at arguing.
You would be.
I'm not a very good debater.
I take that back. You would be good here in Massachusetts because you wouldn't stand for the type of shit the Mass State Police were doing.
I'm not a good debater. You got to be good at debate if you're gonna be a lawyer. You know.
Charlie's saying if he had a general immunity agreement, then he would have been good.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. He took it. Yeah. This detective took a shot, man, and I think it worked out. At first, I was like, "Holy crap!" And he tricked him. I bet you that's what he tricked him. And if it comes back around to Nevada, it works for both jurisdictions on two different planes, on two different cases, and it's going to work out. Because they got the criminal, the drug charges on the other case, and it worked out for them at that time. Yeah. And now, he still thinks he's protected over here in his own head. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's not. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't think he will, but he will be. So justice could win that part of it. Not necessarily the whole case, but at least that part of it.
It's okay. One thing, not to give tips to the bad guys, but one thing I've learned in true crime is even if you are 100% innocent, always ask for a lawyer. Shut your mouth and always ask for a lawyer because things will be twisted. They can be used against you. There are crooked cops. I mean, I think it's just because I'm from Massachusetts and right now we're dealing with a lot of that shit.
Well, if you're going to go from that angle for sure.
But also putting it in relevance to this case, if he had an attorney with him, I'd like to think the attorney would be like, hey man,
he probably
don't have
cared.
general immunity, so
yeah, he might not have
it's
cared.
not going to cross over.
He might not have cared. He might have said that, man, they'll never get the Tupac thing. It'll never happen. And he probably sold them on it too.
Yeah.
Dude, he got
Sorry, go ahead, Beckham. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, but if you go deep into it, it can be tricky. I know he put the definition of, but
so he's saying a proffer agreement, or Queen for the Day letter. Thank you, Charlie. Is a contract between federal prosecutors and a suspect defendant, allowing them to share information about a crime without that statement being used in court.
But there's other stipulations to that.
Yeah, that's
one of the. And Kading talks about it now. Kading's retired, and he's gone on so many different podcasts talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of gives that sense off that we needed to get these charges, and he wasn't going to talk for the potential of the other information that puts him back in Vegas. It was all strategized. And like Charlie said, he probably talked to one of the DAs and probably got, hey, we need a strategy here. We need to get these convictions and on the drug charges, and then boom, there we go. He snitched.
All right. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I'm still here. Let me just go off camera. I have to, one of my cats, I'm sure you guys can hear the hissing. No, that's an excellent point, Beckham. So we'll see with that. But I do agree that this is going to push everything out. And
because Katie had information about him back to Vegas, back to the Tupac shooter. So he kind of had a heads up. At the time, Vegas did not want to share information about the murders. And so here's another point I was making. That's why I had this quote that I had from the last time. Remember the quote that I told you? And when a murder happens in hell, you have no angels for witnesses. That's one of the best quotes I've ever heard. Yes, that was a great quote. That's why, because at the time, Kading was trying to get information to help him out in this case, and Vegas was not they were most of the time during this whole murder investigation, they withheld a lot of information to share with LAPD when they were, of course, you had people from LA involved in this, and they weren't sharing a lot of that information with them. So, and of course, nobody talked on anybody with Tupac's murder. Not Suge Knight, not Keefe D, not any of the other, the Southside Crips or the Bloods involved. Nobody. So everybody nobody snitched on the Tupac thing. And then that's when this quote, where I found this quote from, is where, again, when a murder happens in hell, you have no angels for witnesses. And that's true in the context.
God. Yeah, that's a very on point. All right, go ahead. On point quote. So yeah, thank you for retelling us that.
Yeah, did you see Charlie was a little bit deeper, onto it.
Let's see.
Good point, Charlie.
The information can be used to guide investigations, find other witnesses, or for impeachment if the defendant testifies differently at trial. It can also be used if the defendant violates the agreement. Yes, very, very true.
Thanks for hanging out, Charlie, in the info.
Yeah, absolutely. And
yeah, he helps, man. That's his world, so he helps a lot with that stuff.
Yeah, totally. So that's it for tonight, folks.
Wait, when does that trial start? You said what date?
Right now it's scheduled to begin in August, but I doubt
we still have a long time.
I doubt that.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to keep pushing it, with this unlawful entry and unlawful or whatever evidence gathering crap.
Hey, Jules. Give you a run. Yeah. Beckham, you remember Jules. We met her at
Yeah, hey, what's up, Jules?
So, yeah, we will be Jules, we will be at oh my God, I can't wait. I'm gonna see Jules 3 times this year. I'm so excited. The Albuquerque Convention, Crime Con, the Crime Story Fest here in October. Like, oh my gosh, can't get enough. So y'all, check out Jules. Put your information in regards to where people can find you in the chat if you don't mind. Girls, y'all, Jules does a little bit of everything. So she was also on this, she was on the channel before. She did an interview. If you guys missed that, go back and check it out. And yeah, definitely subscribe to all the things Jules does. Amazing. Love her. Absolutely love her. Darzan, what happened? Corey Richins. So you're talking about Corey Richins. So the trial, gosh, we just recapped that a few weeks ago.
That's on you, Danny.
She is still behind bars without bail. Did they set a date for her trial? That's what I'm trying to see. I believe her trial is supposed to start this year. I just don't know when, if I recall. But yeah, I believe her, last I knew, her defense attorneys was trying to get her out on bail, and that was that was denied by the judge. But oh yeah, we will be covering that for sure. Darzan. Yeah, Corey Richins, that's been one I've been watching for a while, because again, it's like when you kind of drag in your children on it. In this case, it's like using them to like write a book about their, grieving about their father's death, and you're the one that allegedly killed their father. Let's see. So sorry. I'm like, you are fashionably on time, Jules. Darzan, it depends. So there's a few crime cons over in the UK. So if you're looking at the UK ones, they're different than the ones here. So here in the States, Crime Con is Vegas in May, but there's 2. There's Crime Con, Jules, what is it? Crime Con London, and then Crime Con, what's the other one? I'm blanking. But Neil and Megan from Mortal Musings podcast goes to those. Yep, last weekend in May. Last weekend in May. CrimeCon London, October. Manchester, that's it. That's it. Yeah, Jules is also going to CrimeCon London. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Oh man, Neil and Megan from Mortal Musings were like, Danny, come over to London. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could swing it, but not possible. Yes, someone I know is going to CrimeCon in Vegas. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Tell them to look out for me and Beckham. Beckham will be the one walking around like, hey, everybody, don't you know who I am? That's what Beckham does.
Whatever, dude. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you do. Well, I'm too busy over at Jesse Weber's booth from Law and Crime.
Right.
Yeah, Renee, if you're still here in the chat, yeah, I had a long talk earlier today with Beckham about my boy Jesse Weber. He's doing amazing things. Amazing.
I'm the one that tells you what he's doing. I'm the one
that gives him on Instagram. I know what he's doing.
Gives you updates.
I follow him on Instagram. Don't play.
Like he got a job promotion. He got like his own Segway late night.
Thank you, Renee.
You're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, because he's the 10 o'clock guy now.
You are such a hater. Beckham, you are such a hater. Okay, Renee and everybody, don't get it twisted. In Vegas, in Colorado for CrimeCon this year, because the Law and Crime booth was right near mine. And I'd be over, like, I'd be like, oh, look at Jesse. And Beckham was such a hater. He's like, oh, his hair. Oh, that outfit.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, look at his shoe. Like, Beckham, you were anything that guy did, Beckham was like, such a hater.
I'm glad when Ashley Banfield showed up and covered took over his spot for like half the day. That was amazing.
Look at Charlie 16. Well, he still isn't a judge.
Yeah, exactly, Charlie. He has the last hour of the evening on a news channel, the last segue. So
it's true. Oh God. I hear Danny After Dark is the big star at CrimeCon. Not sure if it's true. Well, if that rumor's on the internet, then it must be true, right? And Jules is confirming. So yeah, there we go. 10:40. No, 4:30 in the morning. I can't believe you're still up. Oh my God. Ugh. He sure does.
God, Renee, go to bed. Renee, I think the dishes or something. I don't know.
Did you just say that?
I know, Renee. It's all good.
Wow. Oh, he's brave. Yeah. Oof. I would love. Okay, I think I need to meet up with Renee and Beckham. You need to be there. We need to do another spot.
Yeah, she can meet us. She can meet us in Vegas. Come on down.
And Renee,
Renee, we'll have a shot and a beer. Just show up.
Shot of beer. Oh, you
we'll have a shot and a beer. No, okay, Miss. I'm gonna just order the craziest chocolate martini.
Bitch.
I don't even know what you showed everybody on New Year's. What was that?
Oh, that was a
that was drink. Like the craziest drink and it had like a candy cane in it.
No, it had a little duck.
Oh, I thought it was the candy cane drink.
That was a little duck.
Oh, I thought it was. I was like, what the hell are you drinking now?
No, it was So I went to what Beckham's talking about, and I posted a picture on Instagram. Okay, no, first let me jump back. I need to get this out of the way. Renee, wherever we go with Beckham, I will look the other way, and if you just happen to slightly push and he falls off an edge, yeah, I'm just saying. To get back at that comment that he just said. Oof.
Kind of, Charlie.
Okay, so the picture I posted, Beckham, we had a full conversation about this. I don't think I saw it on my so I went to a brewery with a bunch of friends on New Year's Eve. So fun fact, I don't drink beer. I can't stand the taste and I can't stand the smell. It's always disgusted me. So I'm more of like a wine or like a cocktail drinker. And of course at a brewery, I'm like, oh, is there going to be anything for me to drink? they had like some rum-based drinks. It was like a dragon fruit infused rum something. Either way, it was very good, very good. And they were putting like little ducks in them. So of course I'm like, okay, how many different ducks do they have?
I swear to God, I thought it was a
drinks to
candy.
collect all the
It was a
different
candy
ducks.
cane or something. It's like, what the hell are you drinking now, dude?
Yeah, no, it was very good. It was very good to the point where I'm like, I could just chug this in one sip because
So you had to collect the ducks?
I still have the ducks. I brought them home. Like I'd go up and I'm like, can I get the pink one next to my drink? Oh, anyways, but no, it was fun. It was low key. New Year's Eve was very low key. Yeah. So, all right, let's see what y'all are saying. I like the humor and attitude in here. Well, then you're going to fit in just perfectly. Just perfectly. It's a safe space and yeah, I love it here. Love it here.
Yeah,
I love the community.
How many ducks did you collect? 5?
Beckham, we don't need to. It's fine. I didn't have a hangover. But I also slept till like 11:30 the next day. So it is what it is. Let's see. Jules, remember the amazing chips in Boston? Oh, the one that oh, yeah, the ones from Canada, right? That Stephanie brought. Is that the ones you're talking about? That our Wicked Ever After, our friend Stephanie.
That's right, James.
The one that brought over the chips. Were you ducking? Oh my God, Jules, don't quit your day job. Were you ducking drunk?
Rubber ducky.
Look at James. Oh yeah, I saw that picture. What the fuck was up with the ducks? I know, it was like the weirdest thing, but when I saw them put it in and then I saw the container, I'm like, oh, I want to collect.
You must have really been buzzing
to
want to collect all the 5 ducks.
That was like my goal of the night. Canadian chips, yes. Oh man. Oh gosh. Fun fact, that was the first song. So I've done dance since I was 4. That was the first song as a kid I ever performed to on stage. Technically, I'd started dance a year earlier, but from what I'm told, I was too scared and cried backstage and never went on for my first recital. That's what I'm told, which is like not me now by any means. But so then year 2, as a kid, it was rubber ducky. I still have that picture somewhere, like the photography picture of me like as a kid with like the little outfits. Crazy. Somewhere in a bin full of other pictures.
Dude, nice rhyme there, Charlie. I just saw that it rhymed. It just rhymed. That's pretty funny.
I wouldn't quite say that. Hey, Wolf. Good to see you.
What's up, Wolf? This is not a 3-hour show, by the way. Everybody can go get dinner.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. So, okay. With that being said, the book reviews. If y'all are like Danny, the 3-hour reviews.
Yeah, you need to cut it into 2.
Beckham, I'm not asking you.
Shows.
I'm not asking you. I can scale it back for like because I do book reviews besides book club, but for book club I can like certainly go deeper into it and do longer reviews. Maybe not 3 hours if you guys are like Danny now.
James, you better speak up about the 3-hour deal.
Beckham, blink twice if you need help. Jules, you're my friend.
Look,
that's some bullshit.
Dude.
So Jules, my shirt, I got this for Christmas. It says, hang in there, it gets worse. So that's what that says. Let's read Black Dahlia Avenger Invites Steve Hotel. Zach. I already
what is that?
January,
Avenger? It's funny.
So the website Hippie Runner is where this shirt is from. They are such a cool website for like just really funny cheeky t-shirts and sweaters and stuff. Jules, go to that site. I'm telling you right now, you're going to love it. Everybody else go there. I've been ordering from that website for years. It's so good. So it's hippierunner.com. That's 2026 in one sentence. Yeah, no shit, right? Like, oh God. No, I want a 3-hour show. It's Friday night and I have no life. Oh, James, go hang out with Paulcast.
No, he doesn't. He's talking. Oh, he's always bringing up the 3-hour margin. Beckham
didn't like the 3-hour show because he wasn't on camera. If you were on camera, you would have milked every minute of that, Beckham.
I would have just been, dude. I was like, the last time it was 3 hours, I had a Monster and 2 coffees.
I know, Zach. I know. Beckham, calm down. It's fine. So yeah, the book club poll is up for January. Get your votes in.
I've been hearing about the evidence of the Zodiac, but I'm sorry, not the Zodiac, but the
Black Dahlia.
Yeah, Black Dahlia. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey Danny, the rumor last week about Black Dahlia and the Zodiac are the same person. Oh my gosh, I've gotten messages about that. I have not had a chance to really look into it, but you're not the first person who's asked. I don't know enough to honestly give any type of opinion one way or another. I'm behind. Yeah. It's like true crime news that comes out during the holidays. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Family, friends visiting, true crime. It's a struggle. It is a struggle to balance. I'd love a 2-part episode on the Black Dahlia murder. I do have some Black Dahlia books that are pretty good. So we will see. All right, everyone. Well, I think that's kind of it for tonight for the True Crime and Chill. If you missed my 3-hour book club review earlier this week on the Menendez Brothers book by Robert Rand, check that out. Leave a comment on the video. If you've read the book, what your takeaways were. What was that for?
I don't know. Congratulations.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah. Or if that has made you want to purchase the book, or if you're like, you know what, I got the gist, not really what I wanted to read, and that is a good comment as well. So yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought 2026 was going to be the Columbo book series that we're going to do.
Oh man, there's so many Columbo books. I should we should be like.
I thought we were going to do the Columbo. I'll do
Columbo
one.
JFK one.
I'll do that. Yeah, I will, just for fun. I would do those.
I'm not gonna lie. I did think of maybe in April, kind of like an April Fool's type of let's just get a fun one in there. A Columbo one.
And we'll break it down.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny.
Richard Allen has submitted his appeal. Yes. I mean, that we all saw that coming though, K-Dog.
Yeah, well, if it's crazy, man, there's been stuff coming out about that case. Both of those cases. Yeah.
So we will keep up to date on that for sure. Yeah, a lot of cases that are kind of coming up that we'll keep posted about, or ones that have happened, and then there's appeals and whatnot that we will keep you. I mean, all right, Beckham. Let's talk one last question before we head out for the night. At what month do you think Sarah Boone will be back in the news with a new attorney? Do you think we'll get through January?
No.
We'll get through February.
It'll come the end of this month.
End of this month?
Yep, for sure. Her and her candy corn.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts, that's it. Not candy.
I'm surprised she doesn't want candy corn. I mean, if you want a snack that's full of sugar, a bag of candy corn?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or your Arthur's original.
Look at Wolf. Those Columbo books are going up in price because of this show.
We're gonna do them. We're gonna do them. I didn't know there was a JFK one. That's one I want to do too.
I can't believe there's a whole series.
I know I was joking, and you went to Amazon and looked at it, and you're like, "Oh my God, it's a whole series." Just one thing.
I'll have to throw that in 1 month because it's too good.
Now, I don't mind doing a 3-hour breakdown of those books.
Oh, of course you don't. The thing's probably 50 pages, and we'll at that point, let's just read it live.
That's funny.
Charlie's weighing in. She will have a new lawyer before Valentine's Day in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Charlie's going 2 weeks before. I said the end of January, so he's adding a couple of weeks.
Oh, I would love for Charlie to be the judge in the
That would be funny.
That would make my life. That would make my life. I need to fly out to whatever court that is and just sit in the back. I won't bother you. Just want to observe. Just want to observe. Oh, man. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us for the True Crime and Chill. Stay tuned for a show next week. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend. And again, it is the new year, 2026. And I hate to tell you, folks, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. Thank you, Beckham, for joining us. And everyone, remember, we don't live in darkness. Darkness lives in us. Bye, everyone.